벌써? 아니구나.
Nilfgaardian Florins from several different provinces.
맞네.
If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
그렇구만.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm.
이게
Blood still
범인
flowing.
건가?
Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
저거를?
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa.
밥 먹으러만 온
Then
거야.
why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it
밥
still
먹으러 온 게
warm?
아니야?
No. Pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces?
무슨
Lots of
목적으로
questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims.
뭐지?
I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
하는 김에 이거 하고 가자. 여기 뭐 아이템 없나? 그냥 하자. 에이. 나중에 찾지 뭐.
Not so fast, Roach.
무슨 소리였지?
That's it, Roach.
왜 못 가?
Giddy up.
안 되네 이제. 여기 투쟁 지역에서는 안 되네. 뭐야 이거 왜? 가자 앞으로. 어? 못 가는 지역이구나.
Come on, Roach.
왜지?
Slow now.
갈 수 있는데? 아키스포.
Archaspores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
여기?
Run, Roach.
에이,
Slower.
넘는 게 안 돼?
Hey-ya!
말로는? 뭐야? 뭐지? 처음 보는데?
Here in Beauclair. Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount.
Leave me alone!
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
가발이야?
But the Palmerine! What about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
어려운 말 해줄까? 어려운 말 해줘야 돼. 그래야지
Not
빨리
always.
가지.
Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
와, 알아들었어. 대박.
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? With anything else on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw the spectacle of the sword at the arena in Nuremberg. There, a knight came to the Shelmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shalmar. And that's not even every Witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd? Plain irresponsible. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
죽겠구나. 실력 없던데.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
누굴까? 굿이네. 굿이긴 하다.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
와우. 잡혔다고? 완전 세 보이는데?
Got a bad feeling about this.
방울탄데? 잡은 거 아니잖아. 풀렸다.
Damn it.
근데 나 안 도와줄 건데. 명예롭게 죽어라.
We have to help him.
어? 도와주네. 에이.
Gotta keep it down.
Alas, my life! The beast heaved its foul girth. That closer roar is knocked into earth. Now find the Witcher in one mighty pound. He fights with the beast. Its plans confound.
못 때려. 아이,
Out of the flame. And thus the Witcher's life was
쉴말 없다며? 다른 브룩사요? 펑펑은 뭐야? 아 이거 다 했어야 되는데. 응? 없네? 쉴말? 내가 못 본 건가? 작정? 알겠구나. 아. 그건가? 막 거북이처럼 넘겨가지고 뒤집어 까야 되는 건가? 잔존. 아이고 업그레이드 안 해서.
all our hopes, alas, had turned to dust. The beast has been weighed by the gods. The Witcher takes triumph against all odds.
죽기 전에 잡았다.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade.
역시 대단해.
Behold, as the last gasp of
사람이
my
죽을
sheep from the
뻔했는데.
beast.
평범하게 이러고 있다니.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
싫은데?
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful!
괴롭히고 있었던 것
Pikeman,
뿐이었는데
see to the beast.
건들지 마라. 그냥 끝내줄 거 그랬나? 또 이용당할 거 아니야 이거.
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all.
그냥 죽여줄 걸.
Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
넌 졌어.
You shall talk later in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
됐거든.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
그냥 죽여줄 걸. 미안해, 쉘마루.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
응? 아니지. 죽을
Wish
필요
to see
없잖아.
Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes.
안델라이언한테
But
혹했구만.
solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down
쉘마루
upon him.
죽일 필요도 없었네. 주워 먹지도
If we could turn
못하네.
back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
아, 얼마나 당한 거야? 단델라이언한테.
Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace.
이번에는 비비안의 히로인가?
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsmen handling the last
알고
victim's
있을
body.
거야.
I know already.
그치?
The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No, a Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco,
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
허술하게 했지. 너는 위쳐 센스가 없어.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something, need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour's my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble
이봐,
as it is.
공작분이 나를
Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively.
수?
Since you have
괜찮아.
broached it nonetheless, let us discuss
게임이
Geralt's
재밌으니
tale.
안 받아도 된다.
Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
아. 항상은 아닙니다. 아니야, 보통 그렇지. 아니야, 항상은 아니지. 어떡하지? 무조건 그러는 건 아니잖아. 도와준다 그래서. 그냥 돈 받고 퉁칠 수도 있는 거고. 어차피 늑대 무너졌어. 나 혼자야. 항상 아닙니다라고 해야지.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are
역시.
certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, News of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
나이가
So,
있다면은 좀
first two
젊었을
victims were
때나
knights, best years behind them.
The same
뭔가
could be said of the third.
연관이 있는 건가?
Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
그러니까
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of
은퇴한
virtue.
기사고
Ever
귀가
considered that's what the
고리고
beast's trying to draw
나이가
attention to?
많고 엄청
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
명예 하나밖에 없네 그러면.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
용기하고
Can't discount the theory if it's
연민감은
on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there
설마?
shortly. Have you heard of the
봤던 애
custom?
아니야? 토끼 뭐
Milton mentioned something.
맞다 밀턴.
Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny
밀턴이다.
costume. Not sure why.
밀턴이야.
Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but
팀? 왜 말을 끊어?
They were a team.
they were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too.
연민은 뭐지?
It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Melton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm.
이상하게 느낄 거야.
Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
똥발 맞네?
Your Grace!
와, 화끈한데?
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
뭐야, 자기가 찢어놓고.
Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Your Grace seems right at home in a saddle.
Clear a path! Clear the way, I said!
됐다 빨라.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
괜찮겠어?
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg
뭐야,
hunters.
중단을 해도 그러면 어딘가에 숨어 있어서
All clear?
찾아야 된다는
Then let's
거네.
get to it.
아, 쉣.
Three
아,
doublets,
알겠어.
none of which are suitable to show myself in.
뭐야, 막 좀 전까지만 해도 막 긴박한 상황이었는데 은근 조용해졌네. 금붕어부터 꺼내자.
Truly, to send a witcher against the beast. It is as one thought to treat the class.
This is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
아이 방알 일로와. 아 위쳐서 있어. 뭐야 조사?
Roach won't eat bread either, except if it's stale.
Offiaries are thought to catch horses by casting looped ropes.
Roach
around.
likes carrots. Maybe Unicorn will too.
This is an outrage. An outrage, I tell
Roach
you.
won't eat bread either, except if it's stale.
가 움직여.
Think unicorns, rainbows, little girls, sweets maybe? Cold game's not likely to tempt a unicorn.
좀 뭐야?
Crispy apple. Should like that like any other damn horse.
Guard, stop him! Grab him! Yes, call the guards!
안 먹어 안 먹어. 사과, 당근. Hello.
What would you say to a delicious crunchy carrot?
당근. Yes.
Easy. Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback. Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a pet.
죄다 꽝이야 이거. 저건가? 에헤이 진짜.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
가져와. 열쇠.
A key.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the
내가 가져가.
Disgraceful.
Behold the leopard from faraway Zarikania, predator wild
vile bloodthirsty and nothing else.
No bats.
I wish I did.
무슨
If you
일이야?
please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
나는 어둠 속 공공을 끝에서 신으며 뭐야? 충무품? 동굴?
Groans, hollows. Could be a cave, I guess.
Now that's just silly. Look, if we take rope, hollow it out and fill it with
뭔
ease.
실이야?
The letters, that is.
별
Make it
씨.
green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads hard cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we
하긴
found.
동굴의 열쇠는
Let's go. Wait here.
아...
What the butch?
What was that?
뭐하는 놈이지? 와... 나도 저거 갖고 싶다. 나도 저거 갖고 싶다. 헬로 나오라고 어서 자식아.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that?
단순한 일이 아닌가.
I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.